Good evening, guys, and welcome to my This Is Not a Series. This is just kind of an update, so to speak. I call this What It's Like to Date a Filipina because I'm in the early stages of dating a Filipina, and I would just like to contradict some of the rumors that you hear about the Filipino women in general. Now, I am certain, for the most part, the stuff we hear, again, for the most part, is true. However, I don't know if I'm just lucky, fortunate, blessed by a higher power, but I seem to have the one Filipina that does not abide by Filipina rules or guidelines. I know, sounds weird. I'll explain. One of the first things you hear when you start looking to date Filipinas online or in person here in the Philippines is they're money hungry, they're after a foreigner, they want to get that visa so they can get back to their home country with you, they want to have babies with you immediately. They want you to help support their family. They want you to pay for everything. You know, just this, you do it all for me and I'll cook and clean kind of attitude. That's what I observed when it came to understanding what the Filipina lady was like, what the Pinay, what she was like. So, through a random search on a dating app, I found a girl. She's in her mid-20s, and we've been hanging out now for several weeks, very early in the relationship. This is early stage stuff, but I still wanted to share it with you nonetheless. She has paid for her own cab ride or motorbike ride or whatever to every place I've either met her at or she's come to my apartment. Will not let me pay for it. She has a bachelor's degree in an area and a master's degree in another area. Very well educated, extremely smart. She is an independent woman. She lives with friends. She just has roommates. I've never heard her ask once for any money, for anything. She even offered to take me to the grocery store last night and buy groceries because she felt like if she was going to cook, she might as well buy. I haven't heard anything in the wake of Tampoco yet. I keep meaning to ask her about it, but I'm kind of scared to. She is a good, genuine, this girl's not out for my money. Number one, because I don't have any. And two, I told her I didn't have any. And, you know, she's been coming over. We've been eating pretty much the same cooked foods because she knows I'm not really in a position to go out and take her out to eat and all that stuff. So she's also beautiful. Here's one of the keys. We don't see each other every day. We see each other every other day or every 2 days. Why do I do that? Because number one, that doesn't allow me to get tired of her, you know, because you're going to find things you don't like about somebody, and it's going to nag you and nag you and nag you. Well, if I'm not around her every day, it can't nag me, and I can continue to get to know her. The other thing is that separation of time gives me a little bit of time to miss her, and her a little bit of time to miss me. I'm telling you, it's healthy. Which brings me to another point. I've always heard, even from some of the best vloggers here, that these girls are going to blow your phone up 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day, all day, every day, going to know gonna want to know where you're at, what you're doing, when you're doing it, who you're with, the whole 9 yards. This girl might call me twice and text me maybe 8 to 10 times during the day, and that's back and forth conversation. I don't know how I looked up on this. Either the research was no good, and I don't believe that's the case. I believe what's been put out is accurate, or I just happen to be very, very fortunate. She's not into dying to get into a committed relationship right now, which is great, because neither am I. But at the same time, it's not just pure casual either. There are feelings involved, but it's not a I have to have you be my longtime girlfriend and da 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 da. It's not like that. It's really not. I'm not stating her name or anything about her because she won't even let me post a picture of her, which that may be a sign in and of itself that something's wrong. I don't know, but she is a person that takes her anonymity very, very seriously, and it is my right to respect her anonymity. Personally, I don't care who she tells about me, but she's very conscious about her personal life, and that's fine. I know girls in America that are very conscious about their personal life that are great women. They're not, doesn't mean they're up to any kind of scandalous stuff. They're just good women, and they like to keep their personal life to themselves. So I just wanted to say that thus far, my first experience with a Pinay, a Filipina, has been excellent, and I hope it continues. And hopefully somebody will see this that thinks all Filipinos are just going to want them for their money, just going to try to suck them dry, and blood-sucking leeches, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Well, it's just not the case. Not with all of them. Maybe with the majority, might be true, but in my particular case, I happen to be very fortunate. So just want to throw that out there for you guys. Please leave your comments below. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more. Thanks, guys. I would also like to add that one of the secrets to finding the right Filipina is to be selective. You do not have to settle for the first choice that pops up on your computer or the first choice that you meet at a bar. If you're looking just to hook up, then sure, do whatever. But if you're looking for a meaningful relationship, you might want to take a little time and do some messaging back and forth, and at least see if there is some common interest. So don't get attached too quickly, be selective, and don't believe everything you hear. Be optimistic and give it a chance. Those are my 5 tips or secrets to dating a Filipino.